Nithyanandam Paramasukaram Kevalam Yanamurtim Tvandvaridam Gaganasadrisam Tattvamasya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Pavatitham Trigunarahitam Satgurum Tham Namami. Nithyanandam. So today I want to share with you guys a very auspicious experience that happened to me. I think it was back in maybe November 2018. I'll give you some context so you can understand. See, just yesterday we had this darshan of Swamiji in the form of Lord Venkateshwara, beautiful avatar of Mahavishnu and form of Shiva. You see, Lord Venkateshwara is can bless you with wealth, auspiciousness, and everything that you want, basically, in the life. You should do some research on your own. I am not able to give you all the information that you need about this form, this deity, this God, this form of God. But I want to share with you guys my experience with how Lord Venkateshwara taught me about my body. And that was a very, like auspicious happening in my life. And I was just reminded of it by the darshan that I had yesterday with Swamiji. And first of all, I want to show you this picture of Swamiji doing the darshan. And also I'll show you in the color. Unfortunately, the printer ran out of the color, so I hope you can make do with this. If you notice his tilak and this white camphor on the chin right here, and also notice the hands position. It will click with you in a minute, because this is like this is what it's all about, my experience. So my relationship with the Lord Venkateshwara started back in 2016 already, when I was attending the program Sadashivoham, and it was a very expensive program for me at that time. I was studying at the university, and I didn't have a really good paying job at that time. I was a pacifist working for non-violent means of conflict resolution. So I had a lot in completion with actually working, because I didn't want to pay the military tax. I wanted to create like an alternative, peaceful alternative. So I was actually working on a fund and with different kinds of organizations and implementing human rights, religious freedom of religion, to be pacifist and to not kill. So I, on the one side, I was working on that as an NGO, but on the other hand, I did not have an income. So I had to take a student loan, even to just be at the university, because maybe I was too greedy at that time. And also I had to take a business loan for actually going to this program. I had to convince the bank that I would do a business afterwards, doing psychotherapy. I also did, but nobody wants to have a psychotherapy. I guess they don't want to complete. that's another story. At that time, I had a lot of incompletion with wealth. So when I was introduced to this god and this form of Shiva, um, whose murti and whose presence was right there under the banyan tree behind the golden temple in Adi Kailas, I had to take that chance to sit by his feet and just connect with him and talk to him and really relay my issues, like this is what is going on right now with me. Please help me. Please help me with all these things that are not working for me. So by doing that, by dropping this incompletion at his feet, I'm allowing that deity, that form of Shiva, to work on me, to polish me and to change my mind, basically. I'm allowing him to step into my life and put me into situations where I have to evolve and recognize how I am and how God is. So at that time I had a very good relationship with Lord Venkateshwara. I simply put all my issues with the wealth at his feet, and then I went on with my day and went on with the program, enjoying the program. Because for me, wealth was never like something that was important for me to create. But yes, so it was a necessity in the life. So it's something that you have to deal with. And when you're not dealing with wealth, you are being an obstacle for yourself. You need to be able to create and maintain and renew how you are generating the wealth and all this. So this is the context I'm explaining you leading up to the experience. Please hold on. That was the first time that I connected with Lord Venkateshwara. And later in 2018, that was October in 2018, I went for a temple training in Adi Kailas, also in Bidadi. And after that program, I decided that I wanted to have some deities coming back with me. I want to bring Hinduism and some parts of India, the good parts of India, back to Denmark, because I don't want to be stuck in Denmark living like a material life and all this. I want to live a spiritual life, but still I have these loans that I need to work on. So at that time I didn't actually recognize the deity of Lord Venkateshwara. I was working, I was earning my money, but after the program I didn't recognize him when I was browsing through like this portfolio of different gods that I was looking at in this vendor's shop. He had a little shop where he was selling these different kind of pictures of different deities, and I simply chose like 5 or 6 deities, and amongst those Venkateshwara. And I will show you now that picture, that murti, that deity itself, who taught me about my body. So this is Lord Venkateshwara. Looking awesome and auspicious, very beautiful. All the gold, all the riches. See his hands are again positioned in that way around the thighs and opening up, giving out blessings. And please notice that camphor, that white stuff he has around his eyes and on the chin. So this is the one that I brought home with me. And after putting him on my wall, I just sat down, and from time to time I will look at these pictures, just nice and easy meditation, looking at the deities. And well, actually I started to wonder, like, what is this white stuff anyway, on his chin? I don't know why he would put it on the chin, because this camphor is cooling, it's cooling down the body heat, which is generated once the Kundalini Shakti is awakened in the body. So I would have this heat everywhere in my body, like when I was doing any process with Swamiji, I would put myself in Padmasana, I would sit, and then that energy would simply just overwhelm me actually. But usually I would just sit with it, because I know that this energy is healing my body. It's healing. This heat actually is like residue, like leftovers from burning all that pain which is sitting inside my biomemory and inside my muscle memory. So this heat is very auspicious, but you want to cool it down a little bit, and for that this camphor is one of these remedies used. And I was wondering, why is he having this on his chin? Because never have I felt any kind of heat in that area, but I have felt it in all different kinds of ways in my body. Usually we put it on the forehead, because that energy will be so intense, it'll be so intense, like the whole nervous system is not used to having that amount of energy in this area. So like the nerves, when they're being decalcified, when they're being cleansed and detoxified, this Kundalini Shakti will operate, and you will want to have some kind of relief from it. Sometimes you don't even want to do these exercises, because it can become so hot. So that's why we use all different kinds of remedies, Ayurvedic remedies, to cool down the body and to have a nice cool process. So anyways, I was sitting and looking at this deity and asking him, hey Appa, why are you having this on the chin? And then suddenly I would feel this energy, this Kundalini Shakti, rush to that place in my body, collect around the chin. Never have I felt this before. Usually it'll go here and sit stuck somewhere, no? But here actually it just like, it became like a line from the crown and just down into my face, which was so pleasant. That straight line was so pleasant, because it didn't get stuck around the nose. You'll see so many people with a piercing here and there. This is to counter, this density which will be in the body. But now I found out that by opening this Dvara Shanta, this part of these nadis, and relaying them with the third eye awakening, I would feel such a completion in my face, in that neural, very soft, very sensitive facial nerves, nadis, which are carrying this energy. When they're being overflooded, they'll simply feel overwhelmed, and it'll not be a smooth, nice, vibrant feeling. It'll be like a icky, dirty feeling. Excuse me, I just had to go through a spontaneous healing. Yes. Very good. So you see, even we collect our hands in front of the face just to collect this energy, and this was what happened to me. This is what I want to share. So by looking at Lord Venkateshwara, asking him, what is going on? What is this? This energy center started to open up inside me, and I could feel such a relief, because now the density would not get stuck anywhere in my face. And how it felt, it was like energy just collecting like a flood, and then imploding, simply imploding around this in the center. And when that was happening, it started to ooze out, like that coolness, that vibrant feeling of pleasant relaxation. And it is so nice, it is so sweet an experience to sit and enjoy, because then you can simply just breathe so smoothly. The prana is just flowing through the body, it's not being stuck anywhere. It's like when you are stuck somewhere in the body, in the nadi, you will feel like you're sitting in a queue in your car, and just on a small, you know, like road, and so many cars are there, you cannot go anywhere, you are in a rush, you know, to get forward, you cannot go anywhere, you have a deadline, whatever. This is the feeling inside my body when the nadis are clutched, when there is a like a knot or something on the nerves. And so how to heal these nerves, how to heal these knots, this is with the prana, and by putting your awareness on that density, and simply allowing that density to uh, uh, vanish, to actually just in this case implode, uh, because it was like so many cars had collected on these roads, but suddenly it became like a highway, like lots of roads. Yeah, you could go this way, you can go this way, you know, like it would just, the traffic would just go, you know, like the pranic traffic would just flow. And this is such a beautiful experience that I want everyone to have, because I don't want anybody to feel like, oh God, I'm stuck, I'm sitting, I'm depressed, you know, because yeah, for one, I don't want you to feel that, but when I'm with you, I can feel that too. Do you understand? So and when you're with me, I can feel that too. You see, this Kundalini Shakti is working beyond time and space. I'm sitting in this room, you might be sitting in that room, but still we are connected, no? So this energy which is happening inside the body continuously needs to know where to go. And this was what Lord Venkateshwara showed to me. You know, when you're blocked, be it in your pranic system, be it in your life, he will come and simply show you a new way. And this was what happened to me, and in multiple ways, how Venkateshwara has happened in my life, and has kept me, you know, rich and happy and fulfilled, and now I have everything that I need in my life to attain my goal, you know, which is enlightenment. No matter how many times you have to try to make this lamp light up, go on doing it, and connect with different kinds of gods and deities. Whoever you feel connected to, please connect and start to do the puja. That will really help you. Just sit with them, have restful awareness, talk to them. They are real. I'm telling you, by looking at a poster, no, I'm sorry, this is not, by looking at this picture of God, God himself connected with me, answered my prayers, answered my questions, relieved me from the stress and the depression, and gave me enlightenment, you know. So this is one of the auspicious happenings that Lord Venkateshwara manifested in my life, and I am so happy to share it with you. I just got reminded about it yesterday watching Swamiji. Let's look at him again. In this Paramashivoham level 2 program. He's so beautiful. So Swamiji is connecting with all these gods and allowing them to express through him. He is the avatar, he is the embodiment of all the gods and goddesses. So of course they will work through him, you know. And by connecting with Swamiji, I can have the benefit of all these deities. But really you should know that all these deities, all these millions of gods in the Hinduism, they are real. They are real, and I have experience with them. This is one that I have with Venkateshwara, and it brings me so much pleasure and so much fulfillment just to have the opportunity to talk to you about it, because this is what life is about. Life is about you reaching enlightenment and divinity. And please take a look at this video that I will link to you in the beginning of this video. I will put a small link where you can see darshan of Lord Venkateshwara and how Swamiji is doing prana pratishta, how he's doing, how he's filling life energy into that deity. This whole process is very auspicious, and it needs to happen from an enlightened master. But apparently also by a vendor in the streets of Bidadi, his collection of deities that he's selling, please go buy as many as you can afford, because the more deities you surround yourself with, the more auspicious energy you will be imbibing and radiating. So that was all I wanted to share for today. Thank you so much for listening. I wish you a great auspicious journey towards the ultimate goal, which is this road, the bliss and the joy. So may the goal be your road also. Thank you so much, Nithyananda.